Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy. Before we get into book of the month, I do have two other books I want to share with y'all. And also, I just want to let y'all know that I will not be doing the romance-a-thon. I know I mentioned in my June TBR that I was going to do it, but I've decided not to. I'm just going to kind of read what I want. I do want to do a reading vlog though, so I'm gonna give you a few options and let me know down below if there's a particular book out of these options that you would like me to do a reading vlog on. I'm currently reading, I just started two books. I started Listening to Try by Ella Frank, and I am physically reading on my tablet What Lies Beneath by R.J. Scott. So those two I'm already currently reading, but I have two books here. I got these from Amazon recently that I wanted to add to my June TBR. Possibly, I don't know, we'll see. But this has been on my radar for a really long time. This is Birthday by Meredith Russo. This is a story about two best friends, Morgan and Eric. They've been best friends for a long time. They were born on the same day, like minutes apart. Morgan is transitioning into the body that she or he thinks he should be in. He also has a secret of being in love with his best friend. So I don't really know much more than that. I am very looking forward to see how Morgan grows. I'm excited to see how their friendship grows, maybe into something more, as Morgan is transitioning her life. I've never read this type of story, so I'm really excited to get into this one. It's a fairly short book. I know I'm late to the game on this book. It says a love story 18 years in the making. I think that's so sweet. So yeah, this is one of them. If you'd like to see a reading vlog on this one, let me know. I also picked up Annabeth Albert's new book. This is Conventionally Yours. This is about two guys that go to a gaming convention, I believe. I think they're rivals in some sort of way. I'm not sure why. I don't know if they play two different games or if they play against each other. I'm not sure. It says two infamous rivals, one epic road trip, some uncomfortably tight quarters, and a journey neither will ever forget. I love Annabeth Albert. I love her writing. Big fan of her male romances, so I'm excited to read her new book. So this is another option if you'd like to see a reading vlog on that. And then on in my Kindle, this is my Fire tablet. I just recently got this. I was looking for it to replace my Nook. I didn't know if I wanted another Nook or a Kindle or Fire tablet, iPad. I didn't know what to do. This came on QVC a couple weeks ago. The price I could not pass up. This is the Amazon Fire 10. I just couldn't pass it up for the price. So that's what we got, and I've really been enjoying it. I figured I would love an iPad, but for the money, I already have a Mac. I have an iPhone. I feel like I don't really need an iPad. The Kindles were, I didn't really want just black and white. I like to have color. So that's why when I saw the Fire tablet come up on QVC, I decided to go ahead and get it. But anyway, I have Kindle Unlimited, and so I have some books in there that I'll be reading this month that I talked about in my June TBR. But what I haven't read yet, I have not read Danger Zone, The Life We Have, Finding Finley. Okay, those are the only three left that I haven't read yet. So if you would like to see me do a reading vlog on any of these books, let me know. I also have to read The Guest List by Lucy Foley, so that can be in there as well. That's for the Literally Dead book club pick for the month of June. I'll list those options down below, and y'all just let me know what y'all would prefer to see a reading vlog on. And that way you can either read along with me or you can read it before you watch my video. That way, you know, it's not a surprise reading vlog with spoilers maybe. You know, you never know. It all depends on how the book makes me feel, whether I'm going to do spoilers or not. All right. book of the month. I got 3 books this month. I of course got one of the picks for June, and then I picked some other books that I have been having on my wish list. So let's get into that. Open it up. I've already peeked inside, so I know what's inside, but yay! Home Before Dark. I'm so excited. That was one of the June picks for book of the month, and of course that has been on my anticipated reading book list since I heard it was coming out. So this time they do have everything all packaged up. So let's get some scissors. Gotta be very careful. All right, so Home Before Dark, of course, by Riley Sager. So excited to read this. I hear it's very Amityville horror. It's a haunted house. I'm so excited. It's been getting some good reviews, so I'm very much looking forward to this book. I believe we're going to be following a young girl. It says, looks like her name is Maggie Holt. Her dad wrote a book about the house that they were living in, sort of like Amityville Horror. It says, Maggie has lived her life in the shadow of her father's book. So when she inherits Banbury Hall after his death, she returns to renovate the house to prepare for its sale. However, her homecoming is anything but warm. People from the past chronicled in House of Horrors lurk in the shadows. I think House of Horrors was the memoir that he wrote about their house. Locals aren't thrilled, and their small town has been made infamous thanks to Maggie's father. As Maggie experiences strange occurrences straight out of Ewan's book, I think Ewan is her father, she starts to wonder if what he wrote was more fact than fiction. And then it says at the top, bells that ring themselves, record players that turn on and play music to empty rooms, ghosts that climb out of wardrobes. Yes, I'm all about it. My new favorite thing is haunted houses, paranormal activity going on. I love reading about it. I can't wait. I also picked up Peter Swanson's Before She Knew Him. I've been enjoying some Peter Swanson lately. I still have to read 8 Perfect Murders, so that might be on the July TBR. But yeah, I saw this copy. I was gonna pick up the paperback at Barnes & Noble's, but I was like $9.99 for a beautiful hardcover book of the month copy. I had to. So it looks like we're going to be following a female character, Hen, short for Henrietta. She and her husband Lloyd are settling in a quiet little suburban house outside of Boston, and she has found some stability in creating and has set up shop in a nearby studio where she can forget the world and focus on her craft. But when they meet the couple next door, that calm begins to erode when she spots a familiar object in the husband's office. It looks like something connected to a killing that happened years ago, one of very few pieces of evidence in a disturbing and baffling case. She recognizes it instantly because she's long had a fascination with this unsolved murder. Could her neighbor Matthew be a killer? Or is this the beginning of another psychotic episode like the one she suffered in college, when she became so consumed with a friend's guilt that she ended up hurting someone? The more Hen observes Matthew, the more she suspects he's planning something truly terrifying. So yeah, I never really heard much about this book. So yeah, I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but we're gonna give it a shot. And the cover is beautiful. So always a sucker for a good cover. And this is another book that's kind of been on and off my wish list. It's historical fiction, and I'm not usually a fan of historical fiction, but I hear this one's really good, and I believe it has a female-female relationship in it, I think. It's The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and this is by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I've only read one other book by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and that's Daisy Jones and the Six. Come on, Amy. It was right there, it just wouldn't come out. So yeah, once again, an edition for $9.99 for a beautiful hardcover book of the month copy. I couldn't pass it up. Figured, why not? So this is about, I believe, a woman is finally telling her story. I believe maybe she was a famous actress. Yes. Aging and reclusive Hollywood movie icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant for the job, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Why her? Why now? Monique is determined to use this opportunity to jumpstart her career. Summoned to Evelyn's luxurious Manhattan apartment, Monique listens in fascination as Evelyn tells her story. From making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to her decision to leave show business in the 1980s, and of course the 7 husbands along the way. Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendship, and a great forbidden love. As Evelyn's story nears its conclusion, it becomes clear that her life intersects with Monique's own in tragic and irreversible ways. So yeah, I'm just curious. I have read something very similar to this years ago. I think it's called The 13th Tale. I don't remember who it's by, but it was a very good book. It was also sort of like this, like someone telling a reporter, like someone famous, not necessarily famous, but known for something, and she was finally telling her story to not a reporter, but like a journalist of some sort. And it was just a very, very dark past. The book is The 13th Tale. I don't remember who it's by. I can go grab it real quick over there. But it was very good. I really enjoyed it, but it was years ago I read it. But yeah, this one kind of reminded me very much of that one. So I thought, why not? This is it. The 13th Tale by Diane Satterfield. Yeah, this was a really, really good book. Like I said, I read it years ago. This is actually my second copy because I let someone borrow my original copy and I never got it back. I don't even remember who borrowed it. But yeah, I was like, well, I really enjoyed this book, so let's try this one and see how it goes. That's all we can do. All right, y'all, that is it. I just wanted to share with y'all my Book of the Month picks for June. If you want to join Book of the Month yourself, if you're interested, I have my referral link down below you can use, but of course you can go on the website on your own and do it. I believe your first month is $9.99, and then after that it's $14.99 a month. And each month you can get 2 additional books for $9.99 each, which I think is awesome. You cannot get a nice copy like this for $9.99 anywhere. All right, y'all, I'll have all these books listed down below, of course, as always. If you'd like to check them out for yourself, let me know once again in the comments what you would like me to do a reading blog on this month. That way we can kind of read together. Thank y'all so much for watching, as always. Hope you're all doing well. As always, hugs from me all around. Let's love more, y'all. Let's just give more love out there in the world, because we definitely need it right now. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.